I think it's safe to say in November of 2023 that the Minecraft community, or at least the MCYT community, is in shambles. It has been a chaotic month with all the Dream stuff, the grooming allegations going up to another level, Dream versus Gumball, and now the whole Lifesteal SMP drama, Prince Zam, Delilah died. It has been crazy. Now, I'm actually not going to talk about the Lifesteal stuff. I just wanted to mention that just to add on to my point that, yeah, MCYT is in shambles. This makes the golden days of 2020, 2021 just feel amazing. Everything was so good back then. Everyone was all together. Now, the community is so divided and hateful. It's just despicable. So this kind of serves more as a follow-up video to my Dream is an overhated YouTuber video, as the Dream situation has changed a lot. So let me begin by telling my take on Dream. Dream is so overhated. Beyond this. This situation is not changing at all. People hate Dream so much that when a grooming allegation, a new one, comes out against Dream, they're happy. They're cheering. They're rejoicing in the fact that this guy is a pedo. They're like, yes, thank God he's a pedo. Now I can hate on him more. It's so stupid. There's this phenomenon that when you become a famous person like Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, you gain a lot of haters. It's just a natural thing. When you're a smaller YouTuber and you mess up, your community's full of people that mostly like you. The people who know who you aren't just random people. They're people that are fans of you and your content, so they don't really care as much, unless you fuck up really badly. But if you're a famous person with such a huge reach that people who aren't even fans of your content already know who you are, you're going to gain a lot of haters. And that's just how things naturally work. I actually am getting this information from Moist Critical's video that he made about the Dream situation recently. I recommend watching that. I think he has a good take on it. Although some Dream fans actually think he has a bad take, I think he has a good take. And so, ever since Dream got famous in 2020, he's had a ton of haters. Mainly because of the fact that Dream became so mainstream, people talked about him so obsessively. And so people who aren't fans of Minecraft were forced to hear about him. And they're like, okay, I'm tired of this guy. And because of that, they gained a negative outlook towards him. So even before the October 2022 grooming allegations, a lot of people hated Dream, and some of the reasons were valid. Yes, he cheated his speedruns and gaslit anyone that said that he didn't, including, I think he cheated Geosquare really unfairly. And he also does kind of attack smaller accounts, and that's what led to, Bitsoul hating him and stuff. And that was a bit unfair, those small accounts getting doxxed because Dream, responded to them. That's kind of out of his control, but he still could have handled it a lot better. But then the original October 2022 grooming allegations by the girl Amanda came out, and she didn't provide any actual incriminating evidence. All she did was provide evidence that he had her on Snapchat and had messaged her, but she provided no evidence that he knew she was 17 and still tried to call her beautiful and gorgeous, and she had no evidence that he sent her a dick pic. I don't think she'll ever have that evidence. She could have totally made that up on the spot. But I think it's bullshit, the believe all victims first people who immediately dropped Dream once they heard about that. Because she didn't provide any evidence. It's innocent until proven guilty. Right, Twitter? No. Twitter just does not believe that. They believe guilty until proven innocent. And that's what Dream had. And, Dream barely responded to the grooming allegations. And for over a year, until November 2023, he did not talk about it at all. Now, I made my video on it in September of 2023, which is very outdated now, by the way. And yeah, Dream hadn't really responded to it. None of his friends had responded to it. But people had kind of silently dropped Dream. I mentioned, Wilbur Sut and Rambo kind of silently dropped Dream. But people like Quackity and Tommy and Tubbo didn't drop Dream after that. And they even actually, Tommy and Tubbo were one of the few MCYTs who were friends with Dream that actually talked about it at the time. And they had a base take. Tommy was like, oh guys, look, it's a very developing situation. You guys don't know the full story. Yeah. I think he responded to it well. But people sent a lot of hate towards Tommy and Tubbo. Fuck Tommy and Tubbo. They still support a groomer. He wasn't even proven to be a groomer back then. And he still isn't, by the way. I'm not saying that he's now. But anyways, let's go to the present day, or, a few weeks ago, early November 2023, when Dream finally addressed those allegations. So he addressed it on, weirdly enough, an MCC parkour stream. I thought it was really funny. But he talked about how Amanda said she was going to take legal action, but she never did. And how it was bullshit and his life had been pretty much ruined ever since it happened, which I agree with. He also brought up the Quackity QSMP situation in that stream, and even talked about Tommy Innit, how Tommy Innit wasn't really friends with him anymore, which was kind of sad because in April 2023, Tommy Innit was still friends with Dream.
Regardless of our disagreements and whatever, I think Tommy's an awesome guy. I think Tommy's content's awesome. and I loved every second that in every fun memory we had together was amazing. And sometimes you just grow apart and you do other things. And right now, I'm sure in the future maybe we could reconcile and do some stuff together. It was not at all me being like, oh, I hate Tommy now. I have nothing but good things to say about Tommy. I love Tommy. Obviously, have disagreed with things he's done, things he said, certain ways he's treated me, and I'm sure he has the same thing to say about me. Um, but I love Tommy. I love his content. I think he's a great guy. And I think in the future, maybe who knows in the future, how things wrap around.
People have no idea what happened. It was just like one day, like maybe like over the summer or something, they just like started hating each other. Tommy and it like would start making fun of Dream on streams, and it was just a weird thing for people who were like really great friends, because Tommy and it and Dream are really great friends. We'll get more into that later. So he made this and he addressed it. And some of his friends, like Bad Boy Halo and Sapnap, and even some other people that were like fans of him that were like smaller YouTubers, were saying, yes, it's finally time that we accept that Dream is innocent. Amanda lied. And I was pretty happy because I had always had that opinion. I always knew that the Amanda claims were bullshit. There wasn't enough proof. Twitter believing it was fucking retarded. And, well, things got a little worse because then Nicholas Cantu, who did a lot of streaming content. I remember he was in Minecraft Monday. He is a famous voice actor. He voice acted for Gumball for a bunch of seasons. That's his most famous gig. We also did like Diego and some other roles too. There was this really famous Dream parody account named Dream Was Talon, I think, or Dream Was Tayton, one of the two. And whoever ran the account did not like Dream. It would post a lot of jokes about being a pedophile and just say mean stuff about Dream. A lot of satire accounts on X are negative towards the people they're based off of. Because I remember there was one about AOC that even AOC herself commented on like 6 months ago, where it was just like tweeting dumb shit. It was making fun of AOC while pretending to be her. And some people believe it's real, even though these accounts are parody. Elon Musk actually said you had to label yourself clearly as parody, and he would threaten to remove any accounts that did this. I remember there was a fake Elon Musk account that I think got deleted because it was fucking parody, and it was just talking shit about Elon Musk. But this is one of those accounts, and Nick Cantu responded to it thinking it was Dream probably. It was like, you're a fucking pedophile, whatever. And of course, all the Dream haters, which I'm willing to say is the majority of Twitter, crowded behind him like, oh, he roasted you, bro. He got your ass, Dream. And then Dream responded by saying, this is a parody account. Okay, you succeed as a parody account if you get the person you're parodying's attention. And of course, Nick Cantu is like, bro, you're still a pedo, though. Like, again, no evidence, just says this shit, and people just automatically side with him because he's attacking Dream, and Dream is the annoying Minecraft guy. I think it's such a stupid and, like, cringe take to have that take. But anyways, then Dream was like, hey, you're an asshole. And in fact, we met in real life recently, and you were an asshole to our Uber driver. And everyone's like, nah, we don't believe you. Like, I partially don't blame them. With the mindset they have against Dream, they would probably more likely be believing Gumball, voice actor, than Dream, right? But then Dream provided the receipts, a whole ass video showing this guy on a drunk rant in an Uber, talking shit to Dream and calling him like slurs, and also talking shit to like an innocent Uber driver who was just like, oh, yo man, what are you doing, bro?
So when somebody who is older than you, I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded. You're fucking Down syndrome. I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the fucking Mariana Trench, and you have a fucking issue with your intelligence. When the bites come, or the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. 1K is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm going to do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all this shit. Music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to, like, a Michelangelo of my time. Right? Like, I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're going to be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the fucking Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion fucking sand particles. You're going to be one of those, and I'm going to be a statue erected in gold. So understand that. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a faggot, all right? So that's why.
Of course, even after this came out with the snowflakes that hate on Dream, the hardcore liberals, they still somewhat sided with Nicholas Cantu, which shocks me. It really bothers me that Dream can be in the right and still get endless hate. I feel like this is the only time, this is like a very unique thing on the internet. Most people can show rational evidence and people will be like, oh, sorry, we were wrong about you. But Dream could like literally show that he has done nothing wrong and people will still say, you're still a pedo though. Like when he made his original defense in early November 2023, people still said, I ain't reading all that, but you're still a pedo. That's literally what people said. And it's so stupid. Like I follow some smart people who hate Dream, and I've actually had to do a lot of unfollowing and still think he's a pedo, despite all the shit that Dream has provided to prove that he didn't like prove he's not a pedo, but you can't prove he is a pedo, you know? Like at the end of the day, I could be wrong. Dream could in fact have actually groomed these people, but it's unlikely. But you see all the people saying, Gumball still roasted you, little bro. He got your ass. Like, it's so stupid. Like, that guy was obviously in the wrong. And then some people had some, like, rational complaints like, hey, Dream, why do you have a video of a drunk 19-year-old? Like, why would you have that saved? And it's a little bit weird that Dream would have this video saved and, like, use it as blackmail, right? Dream clarified stuff. He's like, it wasn't my video. And Nick Cantu, he was so drunk at the time, he wanted it to be recorded. Yeah. So I think it's totally fair. Nick Cantu talks shit to you, and you have a video of him from someone else that Nick gave consent to being recorded, and you posted it. That is totally viable, totally fair. Dream was just defending himself from looking like the evil guy once again. I think he made the correct decision. But Twitter will disagree, and I think Twitter can fuck off, dude. Seriously. Anyways, situation gets worse. Wow, more shit happening. There was another allegation, a brand new allegation. This happened like more like a week ago, honestly. Like, so like more mid-November 2023. Made against Dream. This allegation was another grooming allegation, but it is a very weird situation. It was made by some burner account that like was like the account was created and then the person posted it. And it was of a grooming thing from 2019. So right when Dream was blowing up. And the screenshots of the grooming stuff were from 2020. But whoever this person was waited until Dream was blowing up. Negatively blowing up, like with the whole Nicholas Cantu situation and Dream finally addressing his original allegations to release these allegations. That is really sus. Like they waited for a very convenient time to do it. Like that's really weird. I'll admit they kind of got Dream. There was an audio of him moaning, saying, "Ooh, yeah, you're sexy." On Snapchat. I don't know why I think that's funny, but it's just like all the Snapchat shit that Dream's got against him. He should really just delete that app, honestly. And Dream did confirm that the moaning audio apparently was real, but it was for a different context, and technically that person posting it publicly is revenge porn. And so I think that development is incomplete yet. We'll have to wait till Dream's video. Yes, Dream has announced that he's planning to make a video talking about all this shit, but it's taking a while, so I'm making this before he does that. I don't know. Probably not a good idea, but I kind of want to document my opinions on this before the video comes out. This, again, did not provide incriminating evidence that Dream's a pedo, but the whole internet hopped onto it saying, haha, you're a pedo. I'm so happy you're a pedo. I wanted you to be a pedo. Now that you are a pedo, I'm even happier. And I feel bad for Dream fans. A lot of Dream fans were like so sad about this. I saw their posts. And imagine telling me in 2020 that I would sympathize with Dream stans. Yes, I actually genuinely do sympathize with Dream stans. Imagine what it feels like to be Dream. Yeah, you're famous. Yeah, you live in a mansion in Florida and you go between LA and Florida on plane flights. You have 2 houses, whatever. But imagine having the whole internet think you're a pedo when there's no actual, like, genuine evidence that proves that you are actual pedo and people just still believe it. That would suck. Things get worse for Dream, too. Because then now we're going to move on to another situation. Tons of people have been unfollowing Dream. It's more of a recent development. It's probably because of Dream bringing up the stuff. But when Dream finally brought up the grooming allegations, I think apparently Rambo, Tubbo, Tommy Innit, and Filza, and Slimesicle, I guess, too, all unfollowed Dream. Pretty much all the sorry boys. And this primarily bothers me because 2 years ago, at least with Tommy Innit and Rambo, they were like really good friends with Dream. Like they were really, really, really good friends with him. And so what happened? Is there something that happened behind the scenes? According to Dream did talk about the Tommy unfollowing, but the rest of them he didn't talk about at all. Nothing happened. It's just they've grown apart, but I really do think it's because of whatever has been happening publicly. But no one who knows Dream besides Bitsol, BBH, and Sapnap have actually commented on the grooming allegations. And so I would like to see why this is happening. I'd like to know. how people that went from being best friends to Dream never talk about him and unfollow him and dislike him, and they give zero explanation. Like, I would expect to post, like, my experience with Dream. Nope. I am not a fan of just, like, unfollowing someone silently that was, like, a huge part of your, like, uprising and, like, your coming to YouTube, right? Obviously, Rambo doesn't owe Dream shit, but Dream did promote Rambo to how he could have got famous today. I think without Dream, Rambo would probably not even be a famous person. And Tommy Innit, similar thing, honestly. Dream has only been nice to these people. Why are they all of a sudden silently unfollowing him? And on the opposing side of things, people who decide to continue being friends with Dream are also getting a ton of hate, which I don't like at all. It's sad to see. I think MCYT is falling apart. A lot of Dream's own fans now have also decided to drop him too, which is sad. It's kind of just like October 2022 all over again, except a little bit worse, you know? It's not a good time to be an MCYT fan. Everyone's so divided. Most people who are fans of people that used to be best friends with Dream now hate him. And it's like, take us back to the 2020 days when everyone, Wilbur Sutt, Rambo, Technoblade, Tommy Innit, were all still friends with the Dream Team and so happy. It's just such an amazing time. Like, it feels like the glory days are over for Minecraft YouTube. Or at least like the 2020 uprising of Minecraft YouTube. It's also worth mentioning there's been several random accusations that are probably fake made against him. Let's move on to the final topic of this video, which is another recent thing. So, Dream going out in public. He went out in public recently, and people like took photos of him, and they're trying to say he was meeting up with like a girl who's underage. It's kind of stupid. And Dream made a statement about it. Once again, the like 16th statement he has to make, where he's like, guys, I was just going out to meet with a friend or something. I forget it, but I have it on the screen right now. Why can't I just do this without people still saying, ha, he's doing his groomer things? It's stupid, dude. It is fucking retarded. I'm saying that word because that is how I describe it. And you have all these people now saying to Dream fans, Dream would groom you, who are trying to defend him. Like, if a Dream fan tries to defend Dream, people will respond with, well, Dream would groom you, so you better stop talking before he grooms you. It is such, like, a horrible way to see things. And it sucks to see a lot of people I like saying that, oh, Dream's done after this one. Dream's a groomer. Because, like, it proves that, like, a lot of people I used to agree with on Twitter are weak-minded and don't look beyond the Dream bad, so he's probably a pedo thing. So I really hope that Dream makes his video come out soon, because it would be awesome to respond to that and finally have the allegations cleared up. But even if Dream makes a video and he proves all these like groomer allegations wrong, mainly the Amanda one and the new moaning one, I doubt that majority of people that are famous and don't like Dream will say, oh, we were wrong, guys. Or like people would finally say, you know what, it's time that we apologize to Dream. No, that's not going to happen. Dream will still always be considered a groomer. It has totally ruined his reputation, and I feel so bad for him. And MCYT is just in shambles, man. Like, what has happened? I also know that the Sorry Boys also unfollowed Sapnap as well, although some of them still followed George for some reason. I think they still like George, I found. But Dream and Sapnap have been kind of X'd. And people are sending more hate to MCC because MCC 35 was announced recently. And Sapnap's still in, and they're like, oh, well, MCC continues to have someone who supports a groomer, and, like, no, it's stupid. And things are just going back to normal, too, with Dream doing a lot of MCC parkour streams, and, like, Fruitberry's kind of, like, interacting with Dream again, and I remember a lot of Dream fans were saying, it feels nice to finally have, like, people, like, see Dream on a stream and not be like, ew, ew, ew. Like, I know a lot of Hermitcrafters, whenever they would be in MCC and Dream would come on screen, even before these allegations. Like, this is back in, like, August 2022. I remember Scar stream, MCC, everyone was like, ew, Dream, fuck that guy, you know? But now, all that has been undone. I know this was a very long video. Yeah, I wanted to rant about this. This is more of, like, a rant than me, like, trying to explain what was happening. It was me giving my takes on the timeline of November 2023. If you desire to see a better video, check out, once again, Tom Dark beat me to it. He made a good video talking about all these other cases, and yeah, I think he did a great job with it. So check that out if you want more information. And again, I mentioned there's the whole Delilah died situation now with Prince Zam and all of the Lifesteal crew being like in shambles. It's a bad month to be a Minecraft YouTube fan. It is a really bad month, but I think things will get better. I hope that Dream gets over this situation and people realize he's not a fucking groomer. But let's end it off with a hopeful note that one day MCYT may reunite. All right, I'll see you guys.